All right, finally, you're welcome. Yeah, you're welcome. Finally, yes. So yes, this is the face of the guy Zion has been telling you about learning an high income skill, learning ghostwriting. Exactly. Yeah, you're welcome to this webinar. All right. So tell me your name and where you're watching this live video from. Yeah, tell me your name and where you're watching. Just put it in the comment section. I've actually cleared my schedule to ensure that every information you need to get started with ghostwriting and start winning with this skill, you get it in this training, right? Of course, this webinar is for those that are done playing small and they really want to play big. I mean, you want to do big things for yourself, you want to achieve big things for yourself. You are at the right place. So what I want you to do is I want you to blot out every form of distraction for like the next 40 minutes, because usually when people attend my trainings like this, they will come back like after 10 days, 20 days, they come back and they share their contracts, they share their winnings with me. Yeah, and that is how I also want it to be in this training. Of course, I know you're not here to waste time, so that I want you to achieve the best out of this. All right, so your name and where you're watching this live video from, yeah, just put it in the comment section while I do some little setup at my hand here. Yes, 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 we are finally about to go live. All right, I titled this training How a Broke Graduate Discovered the $4 billion industry. The $4 billion industry paying Africans $1,000 monthly to supply written content to foreign companies. Now, I'll be showing you the exact strategies you can copy. These are strategies that has brought contracts worth $1,000 for over 1,500 people. All right, so let's get straight into it. I believe, of course, I believe that everyone can see and hear me. Okay. All right. Just as you are here trying to look for a means to boost your income, trying to look for a means to survive this gruesome economy, I mean, trying to look for a means to do something big for yourself. So also I was trying to look for a means to increase my income back then in 2021, and I made some terrible mistakes, not even one. And that's why I wanted to pay attention to this training, because I don't want you to fall the same trap. I mean, do the same mistakes that I have done, right? And that's why I wanted to pay attention. So those opportunities, I was looking for a means to survive. I finished from FUTA mechanical engineering. I wanted to do something big for myself. There was no money coming from home anymore. I mean, I want to live the big boy life, right? And I saw some opportunities back then, 2021. 2021, those opportunities were working well at first. They were working well until we realized that it was Ponzi. They were working well in the sense that they were bringing in money for me and many others. So I'm talking about the likes of MMM, Rackstelly, BTX, EFX. Yeah, some of you are smiling, you know them. Yeah, so they were working initially until fact they were working. I started involving my parents, my friends, my families. People were investing money with me. I was supposed to take a commission and pay them a particular amount. Well, foolish me, anyways. Until things went south. And of course, you know those people now, they will tell you that we are fixing things will get back, we'll soon get back on track, everything will be stable until things went black. So people that invested money with me came back saying, where's my 100K? Where's the 200K you borrowed me? Some people from church, where's the 300K you borrowed me? Where's the 500? At least this is month end. And then some of them took me to police, because how long are you going to continue to tell people stories? It became police case back to back. And then in a desperate means, I was trying to look for how to just shuffle things, and I did another terrible thing. Yeah, very terrible mistake. Anyways, very and it was stupid. Anyways, so I started using loan apps, and then I was borrowing from one loan app, using to repay another loan app, used to repay these people, borrow, and the crisis and the debt increased. I was owing over close to 1 million. I was owing loan apps. I know loan apps, they will start calling your contact list. In fact, they start spreading my pictures to my contact list, to my family and friends, and it became disgraceful. It was a terrible experience. Actually, I was depressed, I was broke, I was battling suicidal thoughts. You would think in this picture here that I was actually taking a selfie with my Infinix Note 4 Pro. No, I wasn't taking a selfie. I was trying to put my face so as to obtain another loan app from another loan app. They will always require your picture now. So it was a terrible mess. And then I heard about this opportunity, just as you're hearing about this opportunity, ghostwriting, and I committed time to it. Yes, I wouldn't come here to tell you that, oh, it happened overnight. I was just sleeping and waking. No, I committed. I didn't really even have a choice. I mean, someone owing 1 million, battling owners, battling police cases. I, I just had to like commit my head into it. And then things started changing, things started working out for me, right? So this is one of my most recent contracts. You will see, we would like to offer you an exclusive contract with 50% of net revenue share, as well as an exclusive bonus up to $1,100. Yeah, and they've paid like $800 from that particular contract. Not only since, of course, since this stopped there. I remember when I moved to the island here to actually start as a copper. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I studied mechanical engineering in Futa. Yeah, so when I moved to the island, this was the room I was staying. This was the apartment. This was the room I was actually staying. I don't even need to drag it further. It is clear. It is self-explanatory now. So, but with this skill, I've been able to achieve things. Achieve things for myself, do big things for myself. This apartment I'm doing this webinar right now. It's my apartment, right? And things have changed. I've gone on to live the dream life, go on vacations, not just live the dream life on paper, not just live the dream life on. Just not just live the dream life in your head, but making it a reality. And here is another company paying me over, I think this was $1,000 or so. Now you may be wondering, why am I showing you all these things? Is to show you that I have been in your shoes. I have been tagged the poorest of the poor. I have lived a miserable life. I have dared Jesus to actually come. I mean, let the world even end. Let every one of us start again. I have I have lived a miserable life. I fought hard and I worked so hard to change my life and change my story. So if you are willing to actually change your story, if you have that desire to change things for yourself, right? I can guarantee you that this is the opportunity. This is where you need to put your head. This is where you need to bury your head, and things are going to change for you, irrespective of the state you are right now. Who am I and why should you listen to me? My name is Idowu-Agida Zion. So you won't say, oh, I'm just meeting someone on WhatsApp. This is my Twitter handle. This is my IG. This is my IG handle. You can go there and check me out for yourself. Now, as things change for me, I didn't keep this whole opportunity to myself. Of course, I shared it with others. I mean, someone that is coming from the world most poverty-stricken country, one of my mantra is, if something is working for you, show it to your fellow brothers. So I showed it to several people, and then they've gone on to go on to make thousands of dollars themselves. Now, take for example, this is Rachel. After earning over $1,100 from this particular contract with this company, right, without referring or posting on social media or advertising to anyone, this company was still paying her about $147 every month. She was like, another bonus. So I don't even know. And I'm like, oh, what's your plan for this money? I mean, what have you been doing for this money? She was like, I've been buying fancy stuff, invest soon with the savings. At the way to make the thing even reach one amount, I fit buy land from there. And then she was like, she's planning to run a japa from the funds from this skill, right? And then I went to my setters and I'm like, if I should tell you guys the amount of money that this girl has made from this particular ghostwriting, this little girl, this girl, and I was like, this girl is in her early 20s, and she has to correct me. She was like, early 20s, K. I am just 18. Oh. So even if you are 18, even if you are a teenager, this skill can actually change your life. You can do big things. You can plan your japa. You can fund a lot of things with this skill. Or you are a stay-at-home mom. You have a busy schedule. If you look at Miss Folukemi here, you see if you see her WhatsApp DP here, you see two kids here. So when she came to my DM initially, she was like, this whole writing is not for me. Oh. I mean, it's not for me. But within 3 weeks of implementing the training, she got 2 exclusive contracts. And then she was like, another book exclusively signed, not the first one, but the second one. And I was like, wow, man, you just a para, right? So even if you are busy, even if you have, a crazy schedule, I will show you the strategies that stay-at-home moms in my team they use, and they still go to make 65 to 70% of their paycheck. Or you are just starting with no writing experience whatsoever. Look at Samuel here. I met Samuel as a POS agent at Ikeja bus stop. He was determined to do something big for himself and change the situation. He barely finished ND and had no writing experience whatsoever. But with my teachings, he's a solid writer now, averaging over $500 monthly, supplying written content to foreign companies. Here's one of his paychecks. It was like, this is about $278, almost 280. He said, my bro, thank you so much for ghostwriting and your mentorship. Sometimes I don't believe it, but when the paychecks drop, I'm like, Omo, it is me, Samuel, POS guy, bro. So story writing for foreign companies, for foreign platforms can change my life. Unbelievable. Still feels like a dream. Now, one thing even if you are starting with no writing experience, yeah, this key is going to work for you. Now, one thing I want you to understand is that you need to put your mind in this training and not, as I said, you blot out any form of distraction. Once you lose out to reconnect back and join the training, many people are fighting for the slots of this particular training. So once you move out of this training, maybe you disconnect or something and you come back, you might not be able to join it again. So that's why you want to stay focused at it. All right, so let's head straight to it. What is ghostwriting? Let me break it down for you in simple terms and show you how you can start making money from it. I know you've had a lot of definition of ghostwriting now, but ghostwriting is simply the art of writing for people and getting paid for it. Either it gets direct credits or not. That's simply ghostwriting, right? But because in this case, there are some companies you write for, you get direct credit, some you don't get direct credit. But in this case, you are not writing for ordinary people. You'll be supplying written content, stories, and articles to foreign companies while they pay you in dollars every month. Okay. So these foreign companies need people to write for them because they don't have the luxury of time to write these stories themselves. They don't have that much time. They are foreign companies. They don't have that much. They don't want to hire full-time staff because with full-time staff, you have to manage them. You have to do a lot of management meeting, a lot of back and forth, a lot of database. They don't want all of those things. So they don't have the time to hire full staffs. Most of the owners of these companies are big CEOs and MDs who don't have the writing skills to do the writing job, right? Now, and this is where you and I come in. This is where they need us. These foreign companies are always willing to give you contracts. So you keep supplying them written content every month and they pay you monthly. Now, let me show us something quickly. Now, like I said at the beginning of the training, I'm not here to sugarcoat anything. I'm here to show you enough information that would help you make your next 300, get your next 300 to $500 within the next 10 to 35 days. 10 to 40 days. Yeah. So let me show us something. So if you go to your browser right now and put how many people read on Wattpad, you will see result like Wattpad is like the least company we actually work with. Wattpad has approximately 94 million monthly users who spend over 23 billion minutes on their platform. See the number of 94 million users. So now, some people might not understand it, but some people might be wondering why are people spending this amount of time on this platform. Now, it's because it is in this part of the world that we don't value intellectual properties. We don't value stuff like stories, and then it's not a thing in our own place here. But you see, in foreign countries, people pay heavily. You see, articles, stories, journals. These are things that they value. Blog posts, and they pay heavily for it. Instead of this part of the world, you just go to Google, you browse anything, and then either it is accurate, either it is not accurate, you swallow it, hook, line, and see. But in foreign countries, people pay heavily because they want to get the right information. And the information you even see there, they are always the right information. So they pay heavily for it. So the idea is the owner of Wattpad has a company with over 94 million paid users. How will only him or 10 staffs write what 94 million people will like and want? It's not just possible. It's only logical that the company looks for multiple ghostwriters. We're not talking about 10,000 writers. We're not talking about 20,000 writers because we are talking about stories here. Stories and articles are things that people read and multitask. It's not like you're preparing for test and exam. If you're reading something for test and exam, you put your whole mind to it. But a mother can be breastfeeding her child and be reading a story. She can be cooking and be reading a story. People do a lot of things. You can be folding clothes in your house and be reading a story. You can multitask. So the way people consume stories, it's actually very fast, and that's why they need multiple. Of course, man's need is insatiable. What you want in a story is not what this other person wants. So they are not looking for 10,000 writers. They are not looking for 20,000 writers. They are looking for multiple writers. So it's only logical that the company looks for multiple ghostwriters that will keep writing for their audience, so they can stay in business, keep making big money. And this is where they need you and I. Now, if you don't work for them, how will they please 94 million people to keep paying to read on their site? Now, let me show you one other platform we actually work with. Just go to your browser right now and type Meganovu. See, this is another big deep pocket company we actually work with. So here you can log in, you can create an account. They accept all types of story, mafia, urban. We're still going to get to that. So look at this particular story. Over 11 million persons have read this story. Now, if you decide to read this story on Meganovu, initially the first 5 chapters they will give it to you for free. But once you get to chapter 7, they will love the story. And people pay as much as $10 to read story on a platform per week. That is like $40 per month. So if you multiply $40 times 11 million, that's over 400 million that the company has just made from this single story. And that's why this company can never struggle to pay your own 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. As I said, the companies we work with, they are deep pocket companies. They have sufficient, more than enough to actually pay you the money you want. Look at this other story too. Over 1.2 million. So if you've watched films like Prison Break, Money Heist, Squid Game, 24 hours, you can just come to you can add your own spice to it, take suggestions from those films, come to this place and go on and apply for contract and secure a contract for yourself. Okay. This this means the more they pay you to write for them, the more they also earn from the stories. If there are 200 stories on the site, why can't they have 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 40,000? More stories is more money. Everyone goes home satisfied. All right. Now, so if you apply to them in the way I'm going to show you, they will definitely give you a contract. Now, a contract is a binding agreement between you and a foreign company that as long as you keep supplying them written content for a duration of time, they will keep paying you monthly. So some of the agreements might be, if you supply us 10 chapters of a story in a full calendar month, we are going to pay you $200. If you supply us 15 chapters, we are going to pay you $300. Now, and you can get more than one contract. Imagine getting multiple contracts, especially with the fact that there are about 17 of these companies I'm still going to show you. That means you'll be paid thousands of dollars monthly. Now, a single contract is worth 1,100. Like that's my contract. The contract, one of my recent contracts I showed at the beginning of the training, that's about over 1.6M. Now, following my template and strategies, a lot of my students are earning 6 to 7 figures monthly, supplying written content to these companies. Now, see Rachel here. She was like, Zion, ghostwriting money sweet die. This is her GPay account. She was paid $432. He said, when I think of the amount of money I'm expecting next month, I feel buy land this year. Imagine having a plot of land at 20. I feel like a big lady right now. And this is a 20 years old medical student receiving $432. Of course, you know that medical students are always busy. So if this skill can even work for busy medical students, it will definitely work for you. Another person here is thank God. Yeah. I bless God. Thank God received $378. And I was like, I bless God for ordering my step to see your link on TikTok. A month before that time, I was about dropping out from me. Like the rest is history today, all thanks to this skill. Thank God almost drop out from me. Like, but with this skill, I don't know. I mean, I don't know the whole story, but I know that it was in a very bad state. It was close to dropping out. But with this skill, it will be graduating. It will be graduating this year. Now, you see, poverty is a very terrible thing. See how poverty almost ruined the life of Thank God. That's why I want you to put it in the comment section right now that I will never be poor. Type it in the comment section. Say it with your full chest. I will never be poor. All right. Now, another person is Miss Praise. She said she received $282 here. She was like, my boss, coach, I got my first paycheck from this company yesterday. I don't even know what to say or how to feel. Thanks to the writer you linked me to, I'm still expecting $700. This is the first payment they paid at $282. $700 in the coming months. So my husband will be so proud of me when I show him this evening. God bless you and bless the day I saw your video on TikTok. Oh, this is Miss Praise. Within 5 weeks of joining the training, she received $282. That's why I'm optimistic that this skill will be massive for you and you can do a lot with this skill this year. Another person is Sandra. This is even profit share. About $442. The profit share will give me goosebumps. Thank you so much, Sarah. My finances has been inexplicable since I met you. When Sandra came across one of my tweets on X, she was in a despicable state, but right now she's earning over $440. So regardless of who you are, regardless of your schedule, regardless of your state, I mean, right now, this skill can actually change a lot of things for you if you're ready to actually sit down and commit your time. I mean, put the work and get good result of it. Now, so what exactly will you be writing for this country? You can write history, you can write mystery, you can write thriller, mystery, you can write romance, you can write sci-fi, you can write war, crime fiction, mafia. Like I said, all of those films, those popular films, you can just spice it up and put it on these platforms. Like the platform I showed you, another platform you can go on to apply is Starry. Yeah, Starry writing. So for those that have saved my contacts, I always list this company, so you can always see these companies on my status. Yeah, I used to list them once in a while. Now, how will you write for them by yourself? After I teach you how to write what these companies want, or by outsourcing, you can use pro writers and still earn 65 to 70% of your paycheck, or by using ChatGPT. Now, let me show you how that ChatGPT works. So while I was preparing for this training, I gave ChatGPT some prompts. See this, expand on the plot outline using the guidelines above and give more believable plot twists. And then ChatGPT gave me, see the title of the story here, see the story idea, see the story idea here. Yeah. See the informations I need. Of course, this is digital world. There are ways to make your writing at least assist your writing. This is the blog, this is the characterization, this is the exposition. These are things, these are analysis of the chapters of the story. These are things that these platforms want. Yeah. To and then they can this I mean you can use to submit and secure a contract with them. Now, where it gets tricky with ChatGPT is that you don't just go to ChatGPT and say write a story, write an outline for me. No, if you are doing it that way, it's just the wrong way. You won't get the results you want. Now, l- now look at this ChatGPT AI Ghostwriter prompt and guide. These are some materials I'm still going to give people that will wait till the end of the whole training. Now you say please read this to the end. First of all, find the AI prompt below. These are the story ideas that have won contracts in ghostwriting platform. Insert at least 3 contract winning story ideas. See the story ideas here that you just copy and insert so that ChatGPT can give you exactly what you want. See the story idea. This is story idea one, the story idea one, story idea two, story idea three, like that, and then the prompt. Let me go back to the prompt. The prompt continues. For story idea one, you have given me above, write a plot outline following the following guidelines. So there are some guidelines, we call them prompt engineering. With the right prompt, you can get the desired result from ChatGPT. If you would like to start earning thousands of dollars per month supplying written content to these foreign companies, I mean, if this fascinates you, there are 3 steps you need to follow, and this is why I need you to pay attention. Number one, browse through the website of foreign multinational companies. Find the one that suits your schedule. There are many of them. There are many of these companies you can find on Google. They're always looking for ghostwriters because their website needs stories to survive. If you don't work for them, they will go bankrupt. They need a lot of hands actually, and they have a lot of money to pay. They have a lot of money to pay ghostwriters. An example is Megan Novel amidst others that I've mentioned. Okay, these writing jobs can be on various topics like mafia, to romance, to sports, to history, and others. Because you don't know anything about these topics, I will show you how to get story ideas that you can simply edit and use, or get others to write for you, and still go home with 65 to 70% of your paycheck, which, in my opinion, is it's quite fair. Apply to write for them, apply for a contract. After locating this site, you have to apply for the contract in a way that will make them approve your application and give you the exclusive license to write for them. Now, after doing this for 3 years, I have developed a proven format to use when applying for these contracts that makes them accept my students and me very fast. Okay. Now, step three, get the writing job done, submit, and get paid monthly. Now, after getting the contract, I will show you how to write exactly what these companies want. I mean, how to keep writing. Like I said, if you supply 10 chapters this month, they will pay you $200 at the end of the month. I'll show you how to keep writing what will ensure that at the end of the month, they pay you the amount of money you're looking for. Now, if you're too busy to write, I will show you how to get other pro writers who will write for you while you go home with the biggest share every month. Now, how do you receive your payments? These companies pay in dollars. So I used to assist my students to open verified domiciliary accounts or GHP accounts, and from there they can withdraw to their local bank, be it OPay or GT. So you're probably wondering, how do I get started? What do I need to start? Okay, to get started, you need 4 things. Number one, you need your smartphone. Now, to get started, you need 4 things. You need your smartphone, you need good internet connection, you need 1 hour 30 minutes of focus work at least 4 to 5 times a week. Then you need the ghostwriting for foreign companies masterclass. That's the GMC training guide. Now, this is the GMC training guide is a self-paced one-on-one training. It walks you through the basics of ghostwriting as a newbie to becoming a pro ghostwriter step by step. Now, it's in form of pre-recorded tutorial videos, just like I am projecting my system right now to teach you something. So the videos have been pre-recorded, and then you can study the training at your own pace, step by step, like I'm teaching you something one on one. Now, it's an easy to understand training, as everything has been simplified for you to copy, edit, and paste. With over 3 years of experience in the industry and having made over $20,000, I present to you the secret app my students and I have been using to print dollars consistently every month. Now, in the GMC training, you get direct access to proven templates, strategies, and tips that are guaranteed to help you land your first contract within the next 10 to 5 days. That is the project. I mean, that is the plan. That's the mission. You must land your first contract within the next 10 to 35 days of seeing this video. I'll also give you access to all the company apps, software, and samples you need to start replicating the results you've seen so far. Everything. Now, this is the same training all my successful students have been using to consistently bag writing gigs from foreign multinational companies. Now, see what Edna Thompson has to say.
Hi everyone, my name is Edna, and I want to say a very big thank you for the course. It has really been helpful to me. I got it last year on TikTok from Coach Zion, and it has also been a very big assistance to me, helping me out with the questions and the things I find difficult to understand. So far, I've gotten about 5 contracts and still counting. I've made thousands of dollars from it. I've been able to pay my bills, sort myself out in school and the rest. And I would like to say that this course is really a life changer.
Another student of mine that has been getting consistent results is Godwin. See what he has to say here.
Hi guys, my name is Godwin. I just want to say a very big thank you to Coach Zion. I got this course late last year, and since then it's been nothing short of financial convenience. Not long after I got the course, I started bagging contracts, and my first pay was over $400. And I have been able to pay my bills with it. I've been able to sort out pending projects. I've been able to do a lot of things I couldn't do before, right? And I also made a wonderful community. So this is me saying a very, very big thank you.
Now, this is not one of those trainings filled with spurious, bogus content that you don't need. This is why it's not a course. It's a training guide that is straightforward, easy to understand, and you can complete it within the next 2 to 4 days. Now, what will you be getting in the GMC Masterclass? Now, Module 1, you will learn the fundamentals of writing. Zero writing experience, no problem. In days, you will master the basics of writing, avoid rookie errors, and start writing exactly what foreign companies are hunting for. You also learn about free apps that make writing 10 times easier and faster. You will begin to write like a pro, even if you've never written a single page before. Now, see what Edna has to say. She got a contract an exclusive contract, and then I was like, by the way, have you, because I think it was within 2 weeks of starting. I was like, by the way, have you been writing for now? She said, nah, I learned how to write through the training. I was like, wow, big congratulations, well done. She was like, thank you. Not long after, she came back and then she was like, good evening, boss. Another exclusive contract. So with what I'm about to show you in this training, you will get contract back to back. Now, module 2, you're going to have access to the story writing hack. This is where the big bucks roll in. You will uncover ready-made story ideas, hot selling genres, and plug and play templates that top ghostwriters use to make $8,000 per month. You will have contract lined up with irresistible page turning stories foreign companies can't resist. Now, one thing you need to understand is that if you see people that have been making money online and getting good figures consistently, there are two things they've done. There are 2 steps ahead of you. Now, it's because they have a strategy, they have a technique, they have some technique and strategy they are using that is giving them results, and then they have actually done their own work. I mean, they've put in the work, right? So until you do those, you take those 2 actions, you copy their strategies and you put in the work. You implement the what you have been taught, you will not get their result. But as long as you can do those 2 things, you are definitely going to get their result. And these strategies are what are helping my students to get results. Look at Joanne here. She got 3 exclusive contracts. She got her books just on one platform, 3 of her books. She got it signed exclusively. 3 books. Can see how much money she's going to make from it. I mean, so they're going to get access to module 2, the story writing. Like in module 3, I'll show you verified companies that pay in dollars. Why waste time applying to fake or low paying companies? I hand you over 18 legit companies paying in dollars, plus direct access to acquisition editors. No CV, no recommendation, no Upwork portfolio needed. You go straight to companies that are actively hiring now and get paid in dollars fast. Now, see what Peter in Newborn Peter had to say. He received $372 from this company. He said, this company paid me again. He said, thank you. Thank you for your reviews and insights. It's the fact that they keep paying me every month since I signed with them. For someone who once had a job whose income only comes 5 times a year, this is a big win and I'm grateful. When I now think of the fact that there are still 12 other platforms in the training that I have not tried out at all, beautiful days ahead, he was like, he was just impressed that I've only tried just 3 companies or so, and I've already received a contract. I've received $372, and I'm still expecting some paychecks. Now, I've not tried some other 12 companies. When I now start trying them, what's going to happen? Beautiful desire. So you're going to get access to enough companies that can actually hire you and give you contracts. Now, module 4, you're going to get access to AI and outsourcing secrets. Stop wasting weeks writing. Learn how to use AI ChatGPT to pump out outlines and chapters in minutes and discover outsourcing hacks that let you earn even while others do the writing for you. Now, results, this will help you multiply your contract and double, triple your income without burning out. Now, see what Miss Adenike had to say. Of course, she's a stay-at-home mom. She received $1,810. That's almost 3 million. She said, "My boss, Coach Zion, this company just paid me. Oh. To think I'm making this much, to think I'm making this much just by using other writers as explained in the training. Omo, when I look back at how I thought this skill would work for me because I don't have the time to write or any writing experience, and I hand this by outsourcing, this is so mind blowing. I mean, she's just outsourcing, she's using other writers, and she's making this crazy amount of money. Thank you so much. So you're going to get access to my AI and outsourcing acts. Now, module 6, you get access to my personal hacks and strategies to bag exclusive contracts in no time. Like I said, the aim of this training is that after you're done with this video and you get started with the training, in the next 10 to 35 days, you should bag your first contract compulsorily. Now, so that's why I'm giving you everything you need to actually get that result. One-time payments are good. Exclusive long-term contracts are better. Learn the hidden mistakes stopping newbies from landing them and the hacks and strategies to make companies trust you for the big deals. Now, this one will help you lock in steady monthly income instead of chasing one-off jobs. Now, see what Olivia has to say. She said, "I got an exclusive contract for that same book I told you about, oh, and you even said it. I am so overwhelmed." She tagged me to where my response to that work, what I told her to do. She was like, "They just gave me an exclusive contract. God is good. You asked me to change some things, and then I mean from my knowledge, from my experience, I know what these companies want, and I just told her the things that she should edit, and then she did that and she got the exclusive contract. So you're going to get access to my hacks and strategies. Now, module 5, you learn how to open dollar accounts. Like I said, from the dollar accounts you can withdraw your money into your local bank. Module 7, you learn how to design book covers like a pro. Cover sell stories. You will learn how to design pro level covers in minutes using Canva and AI, plus how to earn extra income creating designs for others. Some of my students earn 2K, 3K, 4K, urgent 2K every day just by designing book covers, graphics design, logo, and everything. I mean, for people, and they make good money. They just use AI within 1 minute, they are done. Now, module 8, article writing hacks. Not everyone wants stories. So here is a backup cash machine. You learn how to write news and opinion articles that get published fast and apply to 3 foreign platforms that pay. Now, the result is that this is another quick way to earn weekly income while building your ghostwriting career. So, instead of you, I mean, I'm a sports fan, so instead of you arguing about Ronaldo and Messi, Tyler and Star, Davido and Whiskey, just take it to an article writing platform, put an opinion article there, and make good money for yourself. Okay. So after completing the training, you also get a verifiable certificate of completion. In this digital age, it's not just about learning, it's about having proof of your new profitable skill. A professional certificate to boost your credibility, especially when attracting higher paying clients or applying on global platforms like Upwork or LinkedIn. This way, you are not only equipped with a skill that can change your financial story, you also have the evidence to back it up. So you're going to get a verifiable certificate of completion when you are done with the training. Now, for those that will be getting started immediately after this webinar, I have just 3 bonus. I have 3 extra bonus for them. Number one, I'm going to give them access to contact of my, 10 pro ghostwriters. Some of my pro ghostwriters, I'll give them their direct contact. This one will shortcut their way into the industry. Even while you're still learning, you can start landing jobs immediately using these connections. You'll still be able to get 65 to 70% of your paychecks. Yeah. Then you're going to have access to my support groups. Don't just walk this journey alone. You get my personal step-by-step guidance, rub minds with industry experts, and tap into insider strategies that fast-track your results. You also have access to my AI ghostwriter system that I was showing us earlier, my custom ChatGPT ghostwriting tool plus done-for-you prompt that generates contract-winning story ideas on demand. Imagine having a 24/7 assistant writing for you at your fingertips. But here's the catch. These bonuses are reserved for only the people who take fast action immediately after seeing this webinar video. Now, after that, these bonuses are gone for good. Okay, so see what Ifeoma had to say about my mentorship. She got into the training, and within 5 weeks of joining the academy, she had this. She said this is an exclusive contract she got from the company. She was like, "Zion, my contract is here and it's exclusive." I still can't believe my eyes. I started this journey 5 weeks ago, and I was so scared before starting. I've been seeing your status for over 6 months, but I was skeptical because of my work schedule and whether I'll get enough support because I'm a slow learner or I will be left alone after getting the training. But your support and guidance are inexplicable. Step by step, even late at night, you are still reviewing my story. This means a whole lot to me, Zion. Thank you so much. God bless you, sir. Okay, so you're going to have access to my mentorship for those getting started now. This is everything you'll be getting in the GMC training guide. Fundamentals of writing, Mode 1, story writing hacks, verified companies that pay in dollars, AI and outsourcing secrets. You learn how to open dollar accounts, acts and strategies that will give you exclusive contract within the next 10 to 35 days, guaranteed. You learn how to design book covers like a pro, article writing hacks. Now, for those that will be getting started immediately after this webinar, you're going to have access to my pro writers that will help you shortcut your way into the industry. You're going to have access to my support and mentorship community, then my ChatGPT AI ghostwriter to assist your writing. Now, see what Jennifer had to say. My first payment has been processed. She received $297 in her GHP account. That's almost $300. She was like, my first payment has been processed. Thank you so much for your support. I never believed it will happen this fast. I've made a lot of decisions in my life, but this is the best and the best investment I've made in myself. I can't wait for all the good things this skill will help me achieve. Now, this is what I will do for, especially for students and corporates, because I've been a student and I've been a corporate, and I know how very tight things can be. So for students, the actual price of this training is 34,999 naira. But for students and corporates, I will allow you get started with a special discount offer of 20,999. Of course, anyone too can take this privilege. That is if you are getting started immediately after this webinar. After, I mean, the slot is just for 15 people, just for 15 people. Once the 15 people fill the slot, the training goes back to the actual price, which is 34,999 naira. Now, a lot of people, of course, a lot of people have paid 35,000 naira. That's the usual price. A lot of people have paid this in time pass. So if you are seeing it at 20, if you are seeing this price, 20,999, trust me, it's a steal. So don't sleep on it. Now, for international students, please send me a message. I'll direct you on how to make payments. Now, for those who want to make payments, please make payments into this account. Just take a screenshot of this account and make payments and send the receipt to me on WhatsApp. Now, see how massive, just one more case study before we end this webinar. See how massive this skill is and how it turned Miss Adenike water into wine. She received 1.8M. Yeah, 1.8M from this company. And then she was like, I taught in school for 8 years. Started in 2015. I was paid $15 for 5 years. Sorry, 15,000 for 15,000 naira for 5 years. My income increased to 20K in 2020. In 2022, it decreased to 10K because we didn't have enough pupils. I resigned angrily and became a stay-at-home mom. Came across YouTube Bracing status in 2023 June. I watched your status for almost a year until I gave in 2024. My first payment was $272. You told me to do the same thing I did, and I will get more than that in a few months. Came 13th of February 2025, I have become a seven-figure earner. This is somebody that a school was whining with 10,000 naira, a bright mind. Some of you don't know the capacity and the ability and the plan God has for you. Your circumstance, your situation right now might be whining you with very ridiculous things. But until you break out and you decide to do something big for yourself, that's when you start seeing that, oh, so someone like me also can earn I can be a seven-figure earner. She said, thank you isn't enough. I sent prayers. Okay. Please, those of you sending me receipt on WhatsApp, you just need to be patient a little while I finish the webinar, and yeah, you need to be patient a little while I finish the webinar and get back to you. All right. So here is your choice. Here are the options you have. If you stayed to this point of this webinar, if you stay to this point of this webinar, it is because you have a problem and you are looking for a quick solution to it. It might be that you are in crisis right now, or you are looking for ways to survive this gruesome economy. I mean, this gruesome economy is biting out on you, or you just want to do something big for yourself. You are done playing small. You want to start playing big. You want to achieve big things for yourself. Now you have two options. It's either you close this page, you continue struggling with the job extra also search, you keep depending on others for your bills, you watch another year pass making the same excuses, or you invest 20,999 naira in yourself today and learn a skill that generates $1,000 monthly for life. Finally taking full control of your financial destiny. Now, one thing I can assure you is that as this skill changed my life, I mean, I've been through worse. Of course, most of you, I mean, if you paid attention so far, I've been through was, but as this skill change my life, I can assure that this skill is going to change your life. So you don't need to, as long as you're willing to learn and implement and you follow my strategies, you're definitely going to get results. In the next 10 to 35 days, you're going to get a contract and you're going to make money off this skill. Yeah, like Mrs. Praise, within 5 weeks of starting, that's a stay at home. She already got on her IT with us. So this skill will definitely work for you. So you don't need to let anyone get into your head. The special discount offer, especially for students at corpus, is 20,999 naira. Then it goes back to 34,999 naira. If there are further questions, please reach out to me on WhatsApp, or if there are feedback, reach out to me on WhatsApp. All right, thank you for joining this training.